Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today for the last video of 2018. Hope everybody had a good weekend. A lot of you probably have a long weekend with tomorrow being the first of the year. Don't go out and party too much tonight and get wrecked, because you'll be hating yourself by this same time tomorrow, or whenever it is for me. It's midday in my world. Today's just going to kind of be a wrap-up. I just want to talk about my raw food diet in 2019, Costa Rica, and more. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go down and hit that red subscribe button right now. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Yeah, I've just been real introspective the last few days, just kind of replaying things throughout 2018 and thinking ahead to 2019. It's going to be I got this feeling. It's like something's about to break. So the 2019 is going to be a pretty exciting year, and some big things are going to happen. As far as my diet, you know, the first part of it, there won't be anything radical. There's not going to be a whole radical shift. My friend, I've mentioned, I have a friend coming to join me for a few months, probably around the end of January. I imagine when I have somebody here to make food with, to motivate me a little bit more, you'll start seeing a little bit more variety out of me. And also too, since they eat fully raw, I'll probably just drop right back into eating fully raw all the time. Although I still don't have a problem with if I'm missing some calories one day, steaming up a whole bunch of sweet potatoes and doing it. But yeah, and as I've mentioned before too, want to start plugging in some of the holes. It's just going to do a lot of good for me to have a friend here, for me to have somebody else to connect with and not continuously talk to myself. I want to get back to, in fact, I may start that right after this video. I want to soak some seeds. I want to get back to growing wheatgrass juice. My friend, we're going to sprout a lot. I want to sprout. I always have these aspirations that I'm going to start sprouting on a regular basis. And I sprout a couple of times and I'm like, eh. So if I sprout, that'll also get me back in salad mode. Because I just haven't been in salad mode, you know. The lettuce sucks. And after that whole little romaine scare, not that I'm that big of a fan of romaine, a lot of lettuce disappeared around here. And yeah, the green situation just isn't great here. So I don't know. I might actually have to look in. I do know a place that sells organic about 30 miles south of here, so I might have to make some arrangements for greens this winter, because I got to do a little bit better on the green situation. I got spoiled, you know, being in Costa Rica, being able just to grab handfuls of greens and herbs and basil and this and that to my heart's content. Not quite the case here, but like I keep saying, you do the best you can. Continue to try to fill in the gaps. You know, this next year I want to be, and once again, not to lead into the nut versus nut of supplement versus non-supplement, but I am going to fill in some more holes. I've told you guys I supplement vitamin B12, I supplement D, and I want to start playing, you know, I'm going to start making sure, I'm going to start figuring out this iodine thing. I think my friend's bringing me a supplement for that. In the meantime, I'm just going to use a little dulse in my you know, mix it in with a smoothie or mix it in with a salad or whatever. I've got my Blackstrap Molasses for a little bit more iron, a little bit more calcium, and yeah, that will elicit somebody that'll write. You can save your fingers. You don't need to write me a 3-paragraph explanation of the evils of Blackstrap Molasses. I get one every time I mention that. And yeah, just kind of continue to ride this raw thing. You know, 7 is kind of an auspicious number. So the summer of this coming year, 2019, in June, I'll have been high raw vegan for 7 years. And just keep feeling better and better and better each year. Don't think I can, but I do. I will listen. I know better myself. Like, even though I tell you guys all the time, like, this isn't an example. I'm not telling you need to follow me and eat like I eat. I do go back and watch some of my stuff sometime, and I'm like, okay, dude, you need to open up. You need a little bit more variety in there. So I'll try to do that in 2018. Like I say, it always boils down to me just being lazy in the afternoon, because my daytimes are almost always the same thing, no matter what I eat for dinner. Daytimes are fruit, bananas, ice cream, smoothies, and then at night, you know, used to be the regular consistent a salad or something every night, or maybe, you know, something with zoodles or a dish. But yeah, I just, you know, left to my own devices here by myself, I just get a little bit lazy. And anytime I'm thinking, okay, I'm hungry or it's time to eat, and I don't want to fool too much with anything in the kitchen, I just default to the ice cream. That's why that's why I'm so good at making the ice cream. I think this started about a year ago. I don't know if it was started, yeah, because I had a problem with my freezer around Christmas. Wasn't able to eat a lot of ice cream. My buddy came and fixed, like, I think he just put some Freon in my freezer right after the first of the year, and boom. From then on, I'm not sure if, I can't say January 1st, but pretty much this whole year has been devoted to ice cream. I've made ice cream. If there's 365 days in a year, I will guarantee you I've made ice cream 320 or 30 days out of the year. But try to branch out a little bit more on that. Costa Rica, you know, I keep talking about Costa Rica. Costa Rica is calling, but even more so, the tropics are calling. But I've lived in Costa Rica, so that's probably the easiest place for me to get back to. And I've talked about doing retreats down there. I'm really exploring options on that because people are picky when it comes to travel. But I just reached out to a friend a couple of days ago. We're going to talk next weekend, and I'm going to kind of maybe pitch and see if she wants to kind of take the lead on that part of it. I'm learning now with all these different things, that little different projects I've got going, that I can't be a one-man show and just kind of say, you know, try to spin plates all over. So I'm hoping and I know she's interested, I just don't know to what extent, is going to help me with the Costa Rica thing, maybe like getting the retreats going, because she knows a different area of Costa Rica than I do. She knows the area where the fruit is the absolute best, where I want to settle when I get back there. So I'm going to start exploring the Costa Rica thing. Besides retreats, I'm always available to bounce down there with somebody for a week. I'll be your guide, take you around. It'll be a fruit vacation. Now, you might laugh at that, and you can find all the places, but you know, you got to kind of do your research. How do I get from here to there? Man, you could go down and stay 2 weeks if you wanted to, and eat and hit up like 2 or 3 of the best farmers markets you'll ever see in your life. You'll eat the mammies that I'm talking about. We could move even to between different regions, but somehow or another, I'm going to get back to Costa Rica this year and start, you know, trying to make some plans to where I can have things to where I can get down there on a regular basis. Because as I always say on here, you know, this is about raw food. I talk a lot about yoga, but I lived there 18 years. I got connections on all that stuff. You may not want to do anything. You might want to just go down there and learn how to surf, or you may just want to go down there and surf on your own, but I know people's. And more, what else? More. Yeah, I'm reaching out for help a little bit more instead of just trying to be that one-man shop. You know, I recently became friends with somebody, and they ended up doing some work on my store, and the store's looking good, looking professional now. So, boom, I'm going full steam ahead with that right now, or after the holidays. I'm gonna start working on the Facebook advertising and things like that. But I've got somebody helping me in that capacity, on that end, on the back end of it. I also have a new friend I've met that's helping me do some like modeling, doing some photos for the site and for various promotions I want to do. And also very nice, she's kind of helping me reach out to other people that might be able to, you know, help me maybe with product placement and what have you. And then the blog. Like I say, the only reason the blog I was determined when I came back from Woodstock that the blog would get to be regular. And this little thing, whatever it is, it's been holding me back with my torso. I just haven't gotten back around to that. But the blog, it's a done deal too, as far as it's starting to become active, because the same person that worked on my Shopify store also can work on my website. Just a few little nice polishing it up, few little bells and whistles on there. But yeah, I'm going to share a lot this year. I'm going to share a lot this year. As I'm feeling better, I'm going to do a lot of live type stuff. I'm going to do live on Facebook. I'm going to do live on Instagram. Please, please, please follow me on Instagram if you even have an account on Instagram, because I'm a lot more interactive over there. It's a lot more in the moment what I'm doing now, as opposed to, you know, just making a video, uploading and putting it out. A little bit more connection, you know, with that direct messenger and the comments there. It's a little bit more, I've developed a nice little community of people that I enjoy back and forth with. So yeah, I'm just, but there's a certain little bit of me that always holds back. I've got ideas about how I want 2019 to be, but I don't hold on to them too tight. I'm always, you know, open to see if something else pops up. You never know. If somebody sends me something tomorrow and says, hey, let's do this over here, or let's go to Jamaica and do something, blah, blah, blah. You never know what about this cat. You know, I could just disappear for a while, but no, I won't do that. I'll bring the camera along. But anyhow, it's been a great 2018. Appreciate and love all you guys for all the support out there. If you go out tonight, be careful. And let's just do big things in 2019. Love you guys. Peace.